everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of All About a Fursuiter, the series where we interview furries, get to know a little bit more about the furry fandom, one furry at a time. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So in today's interview, we are interviewing none other than Joe G. Bear. Yeah, Joe G. Bear. I guess that's the way to say it. But yes, as always, we will ask him five questions. And without further ado, let's get into it. Woo! On to the first question now, and that is, how long have you been in the furry fandom?
Hey Benji, yeah, I have been in the fandom since 2014, and ironically, it was by virtue of a friend and his fursuit. I was being picked up at the Santa Fe Depot in San Diego, and my friend Kaz, who lives in San Diego, was picking me up, and as he was opening the trunk of his car to put my luggage in, I noticed his German Shepherd fursuit. His name was Kaz, or Casuto, and I was saying, "What is that?" And Kaz said, "Oh, that's my fursuit." I'm like, "What's a fursuit?" And so we started to talk about what he does with his fursuit and goes to conventions and meets, and it got me interested about the furry fandom, and I started studying more about it, going online, of course. I think a lot of us go online to find out about the furry fandom. So over time, I was like, okay, and I end up becoming a furry. And so it's kind of ironic that by virtue of a friend, I was able to know more about the furry fandom, and then I end up making more friends who are furries themselves. And so I end up becoming a furry.
I really think that is a hilarious experience of how you found the furry fandom. Just ended up accidentally finding your friend's fursuit in their car. I think that is really cool though, and that you found the furry fandom now that you're in it. I love it. Yeah. And at question 2 now is, tell us your journey to end ALS and the impact it has given you.
Yeah, the journey to ALS started around the time I became a furry. As I was starting to hang out with people in Long Beach, close to where I live, I actually friended another German Shepherd man by the name of DeSoto, and then he had a friend named Tony Barrett, known as Dog Bomb. He was an Orange County fur, and they would hang out at a place called the Silver Fox in Long Beach. They would do karaoke. This is before Tail started, the Tail nightclub, which is currently happening in Long Beach. So I got to meet Tony at the Silver Fox, and then I met him at Califur 2015 in Irvine. Found him to be a very fascinating person. And again, I was closer to DeSoto than Tony, but when I heard of his illness, like many of us in Southern California, we were shocked. It's like, this guy runs LA marathons. This guy is very active. He plays rugby. He does a lot of activity, and we were saying to ourselves, how can someone so healthy and so vibrant end up getting ALS? Anyway, Tony took it in stride, came to support him. And when he passed away, I decided to take the mantle and support his cause and support ALS. It's ironic that the Walk to End ALS in 2019 was my very first charity event. And I've now been doing the ALS Walk for 7 years. We will be doing another one this coming November 1st in Irvine. And I'm inviting everyone to come support us. In the 7 years that I've been involved with ALS, we've raised over $62,000. So we're keeping Tony's memory alive. We miss him, and we're always going to be thinking of him and supporting him with the walk. And I'm very proud to be a part of this endeavor.
I'm going to be real. It took me a few takes to even say what you're doing for ALS with that tragedy and make it into something positive is really amazing. Helping where you can, helping others with ALS and doing what you're doing really is amazing. The charity you're doing. I seriously can't thank you all enough for what you're doing for ALS. Seriously, amazing job, Joe G. Bear, and seriously amazing job, everyone who's participating in that. Once again, I will leave a link to the ALS fund. The charity he's running and what they're all doing over there. Please do donate to spread awareness and what they're all doing. Seriously, that's just an amazing charity, an amazing thing they're doing. And in question 3 now is, how many furry conventions have you been to, and were there any stories that happened at any of them?
Well, I just got done going to Furry Takeover in North Carolina. It was my 46th furry convention. And the weekend before that, in my home region of Southern California, we had AFC, or another FurCon. So I did back-to-back FurCons again this year. So I've done a total of 6 cons in 2025. The one thing I would say of all the FurCons I've done since my very first one at Califur is that there's always been interesting stories, new friends I've made. The one interesting thing is that this year, for example, I went to my very first international con, Confuzzled in the UK, and I was blown away by the people I've met, and I ended up making new friends. For example, at Confuzzled, I was interviewed by the folks at Confuzzled and ended up on one of their videos. I was very, very honored to be part of that, but also going to cons and trying to raise funds for ALS. I've done that at AFC and BLFC. And the interesting story is 2 years ago, in 2023, during BLFC, voice actor Sean Chiplock, while I was in fursuit, he actually came to me and said, "Joe, I'm going to donate for ALS." Whipped out my phone and immediately gave me a $1,000 donation, and I was blown away. While in the reg line at BLFC, he was saying he was going to donate, and he donated $1,000 right there at the Grand Sierra Hotel, and I was so very happy that Sean did that. Sean's been a very big supporter for ALS, as well as Truce Wolf, Whiskey Foxtrot, and Trip Collie. I am proud to be with these folks and involved with ALS United Orange County. And again, definitely looking for support this year. We need it more than ever.
I'll be honest, I have not been to back-to-back conventions. That is something I don't think I could do physically, just because that's a lot for my mind and my body to handle. But also, that is so cool that Sean donated to the cause, the ALS charity you guys are doing. That is so cool. Once again, I will leave that donation link in the description down below. Also, I will put all of Joe G. Bear's social media links in the description down below. And a question 4 now is, what inspired your persona, Joe G. Bear?
My persona it's pretty much me. It is me if I was a bear. I've always been fascinated with bears. I've always kind of felt myself being a bear in real life in a way, but I am very much human. I am a human, but the fact is my spirit is very much of a bear. So it was natural for me to be Joe G. Bear, because what I am here, you know, when I'm wearing my fursuit, is what I am in real life. I wear glasses, I wear caps, I travel a lot, and I like making new friends. Again, I love eating. I'm a big fan of burgers, so that's why I do burger panels. I just had my In-N-Out Burger panel at AFC to a nearly sold out room, over 100 people. And I also do gray muzzle panels too, because I'm over 50. And again, gray muzzles, as I say, they're the ones that, as I say, we have the history, we have, we've been around the block. And I'm actually, even though I'm young to the fandom, only been in the fandom less than 15 years, I have been learning from others like Rod O'Reilly, Mark Merlino, Bob Hill before he passed away. I got a chance to spend time with Bob Hill before he died in 2018. And he told me a lot of stories about the fandom in the early days and how he was involved, and he ended up being one of the very first fursuiters. Again, to learn from the greats, also my co-host of many gray muzzle panels, Dr. Mel White, or Mama Mel as I like to call her. She's a great person to be with. She has a lot of history as well. She's been around the block, and I learned from Dr. Mel, and I learned from people like Mark and Rod. So the fact is, I've been very, very fortunate to been around some very special people. And again, my persona, again, reflects who I am. I'm very much a free-spirited person, very, very, very independent. And I love, being a bear. I feel that I am a bear in many ways, in my persona and in real life.
I think that is so cool that you got to talk to people like Mark Molino, all of them. That is just really cool. Like I've said multiple times, gray muzzles are the reason why we have the fandom today. If it wasn't for any of you guys, we would not be here today. And I just have mad respect for you guys. I once again think that is so cool. Learning the history of the fandom, learning like you did, Joe, that is so cool. And just hearing how your Sona, why he's a bear, I think that is so cool and I love it. I'm here for it, yes. Now, on to the fifth and final question, and that is, what are some positive thoughts that you would want to give to the people watching at home?
For many furries out there, the world is a scary place for right now, especially in the environment we're in. But remember, despite all the news we hear, we are a very special group. We need to stick together. We need to love each other. We need to support each other. We need to come with an open mind and an open heart, not towards each other, but to also educate those who don't know about the furry fandom. There's a lot of misconceptions out there. A lot of people don't know about us, but we want to make sure that, one, we're doing a lot of good in this fandom. We're doing a lot of good work in charity. We're making inroads and helping people. So the fact is, remember, you are loved, and we have to really come together in a time like this and stay united. Again, this is a wonderful fandom. A lot of great creativity is coming out of it. A lot of great ideas, great music, great literature. We are in a very special place. We want to promote that, and we want to promote the good that this fandom brings. I'm proud to be a part of that. I'm proud to support the charity that I support, because I knew someone who passed away from a very terrible disease. And the fact is, I will be out and about doing the ALS walk in Orange County on November 1st. Please donate. And I thank you. I thank you from the top of my heart.
Honestly, Joe, all of what you said there is so true. I can't say it better enough myself. Being united, we have to stay through and get through everything, the hardships together. It's so hard. Life is hard, but we have to just keep spreading that positivity and being there for each other. We can't do it alone. I want to give a big thanks to Joe G. Bear for being on today's interview. I'm seriously an amazing individual who does amazing charity work for those in need. I once again will leave their charity link in the description down below for what they do. I will also leave their socials in the description down below for what they do and where they are social on. If you guys enjoyed this, give this a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. But as for always, I bid y'all a good farewell.